Taurus, how can you be more interesting? How can Taurus be more interesting? Taurus, you guys will become more interesting if you could just kind of grow more, okay? Like evolve. It's just given like maybe you be stuck in the same places, same situations, doing the same things, and it's like you would be more interesting if you grow, change, evolve, change something around in your life, change your jobs, even change the way you make your money. It's just something about you needing to change. And that's what's gonna make you more interesting, because you could literally have a vibe where you on the same shit, doing the same things. Like I had an Aquarius. I mean, I could have Aquarius in your big three, but it's like you're the person that people hear from years later, and you're still on the same shit, doing the same things, okay? Or it's like if you do grow, you're growing in the same way still, something like that. But it's like you need to evolve in a way where, you know, there's actual growth, okay? Because people are not interested in somebody who still is in the same mentality, still got that same way of thinking, still have the same type of habits. You know, life is about evolving and things like that. And if you aren't evolving, as like, this is almost like being outdated with like the social norms and things like that, or, you know, like this is being outdated to like society. Even not that you have to care about, you know, being updated with society, but it's like you so stuck in your ways, or you won't change and expand and grow, that it's almost as if you're outdated, is what I'm getting with that. And it's like nobody wants to be around somebody that's outdated, that don't really know anything, they don't keep up, they're not up to date in some type of way. That's like how the world is becoming more of a technology world. Not that we have to accept or anything, right? But that's like the world evolving into, you know, technology and things like that now. And you still you still living like back in the day, trying to do everything through paper. You know, live like how back in the day was before technology. I'm just trying to make a comparison. It's just like you're stuck because you won't grow, evolve, or change, and it's like it's keeping you outdated from society even. Okay, it's almost as if people, that's what it is. People feel like they can't relate to you because you're coming off uninteresting, because you're unrelatable. It's time to be more relatable, or not even really relatable, but it's like people can't relate to you because you are stuck in your ways, or you don't want to change. And meanwhile, the people around you could have already changed, or they're doing the change and they're evolving, but it's like they're more so surpassing you, because you don't want to change, you don't want to evolve, you don't want to grow. And it makes people less interested. So you'll become more interested when you decide to change and grow in major ways, not just like small ways. When you actually choose to grow and evolve and change as a person, becoming more up to date with what is today. Because people being around you, people could feel like you are on the level as the old them. You're on a level where they have already came out of, a level they've already passed. You know, they like in an actual test way, like they already passed the level that you're at. And it's like, not that you have to keep up, not that it's no competition, but if you want to be interesting, you got to be caught up. You kind of got to get on it like everybody else got on it, because other than that, you really will be unrelatable. That's just what it is. It makes you uninteresting because you are still on a level that people feel like they're past, okay? So it's hard. I was trying to say relatable because it's hard to even like relate to you in terms of like talking and conversations and expanding, because you are still stuck in a different level, but a level where it's not so great because you're not growing, you're not evolving, you're not changing, you're not even thinking about it here, okay? You're stuck, you're stubborn in your ways. So that's also how you're uninterested. You don't want to open up your mind, open up your horizons. You don't want to try to see things from a different perspective. You're stubborn and you're stuck in your ways, and it's uninteresting. People cannot get with people that, people aren't going to be interested in you because your mind is stuck in like one place, one way of thinking. You have a crab in the barrel, or you have a small mind even, but it's like you don't expand in any type of areas, even like when it comes to your mind and how you think. Or again, it's just your stubbornness. You don't want to open up, you don't want to see things from a different perspective, and it just gives uninteresting. And how you be more interesting is being less stubborn, open up and see things from a different perspective. Otherwise, people find that uninteresting to even conversate with somebody like that, because they know that every time they come around and you conversate with them, that everything's going to be about how you see things or how you will want things, and that you wouldn't even open up to seeing things from their perspective, because it's all about you and how you see things, and that is ultimately what's making you less interesting. Like, have some openness to you of seeing how other people see things, and seeing how y'all could maybe even come together with both of y'all perspectives and make something shake. Yeah, people are even feel like they can't create with you or team up with you or build with you because you're so stuck in your ways, and it's uninteresting. So, come out of your ways. Be more open to changing or seeing things from a different perspective. Like I always say, this could even be you just agreeing to disagree, but you just being stuck in your way and being so uninterested in how other people want to do things. That's what it is too. You could just be uninterested in how other people do things, and that's just not really the way to go about it. Even if it's not your cup of tea, still, respect that they have a different way of thinking, or they see a different perspective, or try to understand it or something. But you coming off like your way is better and you're stuck in your ways and it should just be the way you think it should be, it's coming off uninteresting. Some of you guys, it's watering the things that you have, okay? Like I always say, you could not have a problem maybe obtaining things, but it's like keeping things, okay? Taking care of things, watering things. And that's how you could become more interesting, like in terms of connections and relationships. Don't just think because you've got into the relationship or friendship that's enough. You have to water things, okay? Or not just because you got some material gains that's it. You have to actually nurture things that come your way too in order to keep them. So this is more so like how you become more interesting. So you'll become more interesting when you start watering your connections and friendships with people, okay? Not just being there, not just showing up, but actually showing up, actually putting in action and nurturing these connections. And that's how you become more interesting. People could feel like you're just there. You see how she's just standing? People could just feel like you're there, you're around, but it's not like you're pouring into the situation or into the connection. It's just like you're there for aesthetic reasons or some shit, okay? And people are just, that makes you people are uninterested because you come off like you have nothing to even bring to the table, something like that. People want somebody who has something to bring to the table, or who can water the connections like they water the connections, or just show up and act like they want to be there, not just kind of there for whatever reasons why you would just be there, okay? Because it's just given that you're just there but you aren't really present. And that's how you could be more interesting. That's what it is too. It's just more so presence. You may show up, your presence may be around, but you're not really like present, meaning like involved, engaging, interacting, okay? Not only show up but act like you want to be there. okay? And this is how you're going to become more interesting. Act like you want to be around people. Act like you want the connection like they want the connection. Act like you want to really build by putting in action with these people, or this connection or whatever. Act like you want something, and that's what's gonna make you more interested. You could literally, like, again, you literally kind of just show up and are there, but it's not like you want it. It's not like you want to be. It's not like you want to, like, be involved, okay? I'm also giving, you could give sore loser vibes too, okay? I guess something like that for Scorpio. So you could have some Scorpio in your big three, but it's given like when things don't go your way, or you're not winning, when you're not winning, or things aren't working out for you in life, okay? Because she doesn't really seem impressed by what she sees, but it's like you could tend to be a sore loser. You even could envy others success and things that they got going on, or any opportunities that they're getting, or just the growth and changes and other people are making, because maybe you aren't. But that's what I'm getting, is uninteresting. You could be more interesting if you show that, if you kind of celebrate other people's wins and show up for them and act like, and be more proud of the people who are around you that are succeeding. Because it's like, nobody wants to be around somebody where they're winning, they're in their winning season, okay, things are up for them, and that person isn't celebrating them. They aren't congratulating them. People want the one that's going to congratulate them, even tell them, let's go out, let's celebrate, okay? It's like you have a hard time acknowledging success, or or being there, or being proud of other people's success and changes and opportunities that they get, or how their life is positively changing. It's like you see it as it's like you almost threaten, okay, instead of, again, being happy for them. And that is what's making you uninteresting. So again, be happy for people. Show them a good time. Show them how you're proud of them. People want that type of person around. They're going to be more interested in that person than the person that is trying to, like, downplay them, or showing just how envious they are of their success, okay? Wanting to look at them as competition instead of as a friend, the friend that's proud of them, okay? I'm also getting, like, Taurus, you could be playing it small, okay? You play it small. You're actually somebody with big energy. Yeah, you're somebody with big energy. You're supposed to be out there, known in the community, showing up, showing out. But with this in reverse, you just be playing it small, acting like you aren't the big dog even, okay? The person that people could even, like, look up to. So it's like you could downplay who you are to make others feel comfortable, even, Taurus. And I'm getting, like, you could be uninterested in that way, because it's like you're not even coming off as a challenge. And believe it or not, people like a challenge, and a challenge ain't always got to be a bad thing, but you do kind of want to be around people where you feel like there is this learning from each other type of thing. People don't even feel challenged by you. They just know that they the biggest one in the room. It's like it leaves no room for someone to be interested, because you're not like a challenge, okay? You don't maybe even make the other person want to do better, because it's like they feel like they're better in the situation. Something like that, okay? And that is what's making it uninteresting. How you be interesting is knowing you are that big dog. You do have big energy. You are meant to be out there, influencing, even engaging and showing people a good time, even, because it's something about your energy. You have big energy, and it's just like you try to play small to make other people feel comfortable. And again, people are more interested in the confident person, the one can step into a room and turn it upside down, shake it up, or bring on that big energy you got. And it's just more so like people are more interested in the person who does know how to bring on the vibes, okay? Yeah, because you could also be kind of dry towards you maybe you just always focused on work and money, and it literally takes away from your personality of, like, that fun side of you, and how you really do know how to have fun, know how to have a good time, really know how to bring on the vibes. That's also coming off uninteresting, just to be so focused on money, material, work, career, that you don't really know how to have a good time. It's like you're the friend that people are interested in going out and hanging out with, because you're not going to want to. You're going to want to focus on work and getting money and having material things more than cherishing like your friendships and things like that. And that's what's making you uninteresting. People want somebody who know how to work, get that money, but they also know how to have a good time too. People want somebody that has that balance there. Okay, and you don't have a balance there. And yeah, it's like, it's uninteresting. It's like, why would I even be interested in calling this person up, inviting this person anywhere? Why would I be interested in hanging out, even conversating? Because every time I conversate with this person, they always talking about money or work or something, and I want to just have a good time. I want to hang out. Like, people are gonna find you more interesting when, again, you can have that balance there, or you know how to play both parts, not just, again, like we said, not just stuck in one way of acting, thinking, or being. People want the person that know how to do both, that know how to have a good time, that just know how to turn it on and turn it off. It's like you could have trouble there, but it's like it comes off uninteresting to people, because it's like, I'm just going to always get that same version. It's nothing to be interested in towards, because you're always going to show up around your people, around, people, connections or whatever, in this same energy. They don't even expect nothing new out of you or nothing spontaneous, because you always show up in the same energy. Okay, something like that. And that's why you're uninteresting. So show up different sometimes. Nobody's like stopping you from showing up different. Okay, show up different at times. Maybe people are uninterested in how you just show up in the same version of yourself. It's nothing. What I'm trying to get at is like, it's nothing to even look forward to, nothing to be interested in, because you're gonna be on the same okay? There's no spontaneity. There's not a different side of you. There's not like that exciting side. It's more like that serious and get to it side, and it's all about the money and how I make my money. Okay, and it's just uninteresting. I am gonna say I'm getting vice versa type of thing. I'm getting kind of both scenario here, where like you could actually know how to have fun, but you kind of indulge too much into fun. So again, something about you not having a balance in general. It's like people are uninterested, because every time like you're around, there's always gonna be you too much in one or the other energy. You don't have a balance there. Okay, and people like balance, because people are more interested in people who have that balance, because it makes them feel more grounded and more balanced in your energy. So just something about you being off balance or not having a balance there, it can it kind of makes people uninterested, because it's like now they're off balance, or they don't feel any type of groundness in your energy, because that's what you are. Okay, something like that. But it's like you don't have that balance there. Maybe you kind of it's like you either don't do something at all, or you overdo it, is what I want to say. Okay, but I was also getting some of y'all, you could party too much, and people are like, when do you ever get serious and take things serious? You like having a good time a little bit too much, and you never take things serious, and it's uninteresting, because sometimes people want to get serious. They want to it's time to get to business, but you want to play and be turning up and going out, being outside every day. That you don't make time to be alone and really figure out how you could become more successful, or how you could be a better person, even just to be able to sit with yourself. And that's also how you're uninteresting. You need to be able to, again, know how to do both. Know when it's time to get serious and pull back your energy and just be alone, and know when it's time to be outside mixing with any and everybody's energy, and just all out there with your energy, your time, and everything. Okay, you know, people are more interested in the person who do both, or who just knows how to turn it off and turn it on, which is knowing when to get serious and when to, you know, have some playtime. Because again, nobody wants to be in your energy and you either too much serious and too much focus on work and everything, or nobody wants to be in your energy where you just kind of always want to have fun and you take nothing serious. So something about that heavily is like y'all theme here, Taurus. So it's like you need to know when to turn it on and when to turn it off, when to play which part, or how to have that balance. And that's how you're going to be more interesting. It's like maybe even people come around you and they feel like they got to kind of show you how it's done, because you could either again be too caught up in partying, and it's like they gotta explain to you that you need to chill out, you need to sit down, or you're too serious and they're like you need to ease up some. Okay, something like that. But it's like it's uninteresting, because it's like every time this person come around, I know they gonna be too much into one or the other, or they don't have a balance there, or always got a teacher show them how they should do something. Or again, it just depends who's in your energy. Like I said, you got somebody who wants to, you know, if you got somebody around and it is time for play, they're gonna want you to play. They're gonna want to play. If you got somebody around you, they're gonna want to play. So it's like play. Or if you got somebody who's serious around, they want to be serious. And it's just uninteresting if you can't really get on the wave that they're on. Or maybe people are like, when they are in your energy, they try to get you to see something from a different perspective. Like again, like we were saying, they try to get you to see both aspects of life, of like how you should have fun and how you should play, but maybe you're not open to hearing what they have to say, something like that. And all that is uninteresting. And lastly, I want to say, some of you guys are uninteresting because you don't really fight for what's yours, okay? People are uninterested in people who kind of just let people invade their life and kind of fuck up what they have going on. And people who just kind of are neglectful. I really want to say like something about you being neglectful, or you don't protect what's yours. And that's also what's making you uninteresting. Like people feel like if they were to come around you and be around you, you wouldn't even protect the type of relationship or connection y'all have, or you wouldn't protect what y'all have built, because you kind of neglectful, or you don't protect, you know, what you have built or grown with someone. It's like you don't protect it, okay? You don't mind. It's like you don't mind letting people invade whatever connections or things that you have built. You don't mind people coming in, invading and fucking it up. It's like you don't mind it. You let maybe this is even like you letting your guard down a little bit too much. Okay, you let your guard down a little bit too much, and it's kind of uninteresting, because it's like it shows like you don't have any boundaries or standards or something, and it's uninteresting. People want somebody who's gonna be like, hold up, okay, we ain't doing this, that, and the third, or you can't do this, that, and the third. Or people who just kind of let it be known what it's gonna be and what it's not gonna be. You know, people actually are not interested in people who let people run all over them or invade their privacy, or people who let people step all over them and don't have no boundaries. So something about that towards as well is what's making you uninterested. Start, you know, even if you gotta step on people next, start having your guard. Stop having your guard down so low. Protect yourself, or protect what's yours. Have more boundaries in place, okay? Because if not, it's like people gonna run all over you, and that's uninteresting. You're gonna be more interesting when you set them boundaries and let it be known, and let people know that they can't play with you. Because these can even be people in your energy, whoever your connection, they low-key will not respect you, which means they're not going to be interested, because they don't respect you. They see that you don't have any type of boundaries. You let people walk all over you, step all over you. It just shows you don't have no respect for yourself, and that's already, you know, uninteresting. People want the person who's not afraid to be bold and put up boundaries to whoever, okay? Because they know if you're around, you know, people would just know what it is with you, and it would come off more interesting, because it's like you ain't gonna be just letting nobody you come off more interesting. It even makes people wanna know how do you have such the confidence to, really set people in their place and set boundaries and not be able to let people invade you. Because nowadays a lot of people let people walk all over them, invade them. Okay, some people, sometimes it's family, sometimes it's people close to you, and sometimes they think they can because they're close to you, because y'all family or y'all blood. But believe it or not, people like people that set boundaries and they don't let people walk all over them. It's almost even like the people in your energy would find you interesting too, because it's just like, I want this person around me because they can teach me this, or I want this person around me because I know they gonna make sure nobody even overstep my boundaries. It's just like, that's how deep it can get, and that's why you will just become more interesting. But to see that you let anybody invade you, invade your life, what you've built, step all over you, can do anything they want with you, people instantly lose respect for you, believe it or not. So once the respect is not there, baby, don't expect them to be interested. Okay, so how you become interesting is set them boundaries. Don't let people just run all over you, do whatever they want with you. Be more of the person that tells people what it is and what it's not when it comes to, how things run in your life, or if they want to be around you, how things run, how the show is going to go. Okay, don't let people just walk all over you. Okay, you can become more interesting by having more of a village or people around you, like connecting more with people, okay, with other people or the community, or being more social even, is how you're going to be more interesting. You could be very standoffish to yourself, okay. Again, if it's not about money or other things that you find interesting or focus on, you don't want to be a part of it, and that's what's making you uninteresting. It's like, be social, talk more, like have fun, express yourself, put yourself out there to be seen, be the life of the party. Okay, it's like you could always just be standoffish, and I was just getting unity too. It's like you are uninteresting because you don't, it's like you almost don't believe in unity, or you don't believe in meeting other people, or you don't believe that there's other people out there who are like you, who you will have a good time with. Okay, it's like you just uninteresting because you don't even come off like you want to be social, like you want to meet other people or have other people in your life, or you don't want to hang out and enjoy and have a good time, and that's making you uninteresting. People know, like, if they get in your energy, it's only gonna be maybe about you, or things are gonna be boring, or things are even going to be boring because you don't know how to put yourself out there and have fun. It's like people are uninterested, when dealing with you, because it's like stale vibes, okay, dry vibes, because you don't want to get out there, you don't want to meet nobody, you don't want to go nowhere, you don't want to hang with people. Then it makes people uninterested, because it's like they don't even want to bring other people around you or introduce you to people, because you could act standoffish, act like you don't want to be involved in social and hanging out and things like that. So it can contribute to a lot of factors as how that comes off uninteresting. So it's like, put yourself out there more, be interested in other people and hanging out and having unity and having a village, and just having that social aspect of your life, because people are literally bored with you, Taurus. Okay, you can get boring with this standoffish nature. It makes people not even interested in hanging out or hitting you up, because they know that you might not even show up, is what I'm getting to. Okay, because you just want to be by yourself, or you want to be focused on the serious side of life, when life is about that, but life is also about having fun and enjoying your time here too. Okay, and it's like people just kind of will want you to understand that and actually move like that. Okay, they'll be more interested. That will make you more interesting than the way that you could be going about, your life. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for Taurus. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you on the next one.